My last show was in June, before Vice President Kamala Harris became the Democratic nominee. We hadn't seen a casting switch this dramatic since Lea Michele took over from Beanie Feldstein in Funny Girl. A twist in the season we didn't see coming, but should have, when the previous lead has a hard time walking on grass. We gotta make jokes at Pop-Pop, okay? For 107 days, Kamala Harris walked a tightrope that's never been walked before. All of a sudden, Kamala was brat, and we were all falling out of a coconut tree. The woman who I had been defending for like a decade was now popular. Popular? No, look, it's not now. Don't sing Wicked, after the show. I volunteered for the Harris campaign, even going to Pennsylvania with my friend Elle to knock on doors. Not to brag, but this TikTok went semi-viral. And no, I didn't volunteer for the attention. I volunteered to feel morally superior to my friends. And to be honest, the whole experience, and this is true, felt so positive and reaffirming. It felt like we, a gay guy in a white tank top and a Harris Walls camo hat, and a Jewish actress from New York City, were convincing rural Pennsylvanians to vote for Kamala DeVie Harris, the Jamaican Indian daughter of immigrants. How on earth did she lose her county by 19 points? It makes no sense! I connected with those people. You know, the Harris campaign had less than a month to transform the Democratic convention into telling the story of Mamala. Kamala Harris grew up in the middle class, is now the single most used sentence in the English language. And 2 weeks after the convention, there was the debate between the prosecutor and the felon. She baited this former president into revealing his true cuckoo QAnon grandpa self.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating.
Her laugh, of all the things she said that night, her laugh, her infamous laugh is what destroyed and wrecked him. Ugh, the Kamala KO punch. Ugh. Remember the Call Her Daddy interview? When she said not all women are aspiring to be humble? Or when she called out Brett Baer for not showing the whole clip of Trump labeling Democrats the enemy from within? Or when she went on The View and when asked if she would have done something different than Biden, she said,
there is not a thing that comes to mind.
No, forget that. She didn't say that. Values, generational change, values. No, she didn't say that. She didn't say that. I think we covered it. I think you don't remember that. It wasn't a big deal. It's easy now to Monday morning quarterback, which I recently learned is a football term. The election ended up being about inflation and dissatisfaction with the system. Promising to protect democracy wasn't enough. She needs to also promise to break the status quo. And most importantly, to forbid Katy Perry from ever performing at her rallies. Democrats, enough. Making a closing argument in Washington to remind people of January 6th made sense to me. Emphasizing the stakes of reproductive freedom and women across this country are dying because of Trump abortion bans made sense to me. Not talking about Arnold Palmer's gigantic putter of a schlong actually didn't make sense to me. She should have done that where all size queens would have been relatable. And I know this only matters to me, but we were so close to finally having a president who can dance. It's the auntie point for me. And now, we are stuck with 4 more years of this. Okay, so Trump is just never, ever refuses to or ever gonna understand what YMCA is actually about. But ironically, that dance move is very appropriate if you're at a Fire Island sex party. Believe me, it was masquerade themed. But my mask didn't stay on very long. Look, Democrats have a lot to learn, they need to adapt, but I also want to acknowledge there was real momentum. We didn't make that up. There was about a 6 to 8 point shift towards Trump nationwide, but only a 2 to 3 point shift in the swing states where Kamala and Tim campaigned. The $1.4 billion in grassroots donations, the 19 million door knocks, the 219 million calls made a difference. So yes, we lost, but let's remember what Kamala said.
I love Gen Z!
No, not that.
Okay, so there's some education that needs to be done. I can see that.
That is very true, but not that.
I have a Glock.
Whoa! Gets me every time. She's the lady with the catchphrase. No. I mean this one.
Here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win.
Whenever something catastrophic happens to the world, I always ask this question.
You guys, seriously, what about me?
This moment has forced me to reflect upon my role in life. And every time I always come back that I love to entertain. So I'm going to keep on entertaining, but with an even clearer intention on engaging with my community and with those who do not live inside my Glinda-like pink bubble. So it's on all of us to find the ways we each can help build a stronger, more inclusive, and more equitable country. You know, as I said at that orgy in Fire Island, we're all in this together. So with that said, sit back, grab a drink. We have an amazing show for you tonight. Thank you to the wonderful Black Cherry for that incredible performance. I am beyond thrilled and so honored to get the chance to speak with the host of the 11th Hour on MSNBC's Stephanie Rule. The hilarious Martin Urbano is here tonight. And later we will have a surprise visit from someone you all want to hear from. But first, they are the stars of the short film Pennies from Heaven, comedy's favorite twins. Please make some noise for Annabelle and Sabina.